No way in any circumstances should an RCMP put his hands on you, let alone give you a clothesline and do excessive damage to one person's face.
Tonight, his lawyers have submitted the police dashcam video, which gives a much clearer picture of what happened. Now, Chief Adams' lawyer wants to use that video to have assault charges dismissed.
He, as the leader, feels that he has to stand up and make the statement. You can't, if you're bothering me as the leader, what's happening to those people who have no voice?
Adam is due in court in July. Alberta's external police investigation body, ACERT, says it's also investigating the conduct of the officers. Rafi Boudjikanian, CBC News, Edmonton.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. There are disturbing allegations against the RCMP tonight. A First Nations chief claims he was the victim of abuse because he had an expired license plate. Chief Alan Adam insists the police wouldn't have arrested him if he'd been white. He's now calling for a federal investigation. But the Mounties are standing by their officers. David Aiken has our top story tonight.
It was 2 a.m. on March 10th. An RCMP officer notices that a truck outside this Fort McMurray casino has an expired license sticker. The RCMP confronts the truck's owner.
Why are you guys harassing me for? My name is Alan Adam. I'm the chief of the Athabasca Chippewa First Nation.
Within minutes, the incident escalates, and Chief Adam says an officer struck him.
The blunt came on my cheek and I dropped to my knees.
Adam says the officers were then on top of him.
I'm not resisting! Stop it!
He can be heard on this video identifying himself.
I'm a chief, for sake! My name is Chief Adam!
And realizes he is injured.
Look at my face! I'm bleeding, man!
This video has not been authenticated by Global News, as the individual who took it refuses to be identified for fear of his own safety. The video, about 3 minutes long, was provided to the media by Adam's lawyer, who says it shows Adam's arrest. Chief Adam was jailed overnight, charged with assaulting police and resisting arrest. This is what he said he looked like when he was released the next day.
They always seem to use excessive force. And that has to stop. You know, enough is enough.
The RCMP have their own video, captured by the dash cam equipment in the RCMP cruisers. The force says their footage supports its conclusion that the officers did nothing wrong.
This video of the incident was reviewed by superiors as per policy. It was determined that the members' actions were reasonable and did not meet the threshold for an external investigation.
Alberta's civilian police watchdog is not investigating and has not yet been asked to do so. But federal public safety minister Bill Blair says the pictures that he has seen are deeply disturbing, and he says Adams' claims are, quote, serious and troubling. The RCMP will not release its video or any other information. They say the matter is before the courts, and releasing the information will jeopardize the case. But Adams' lawyer has seen the RCMP video, and he says it backs up Adams' claims.
We want the police to immediately release the police car videos. Let the public judge. This is the truth.
But the big question is, why? How did what appears to be such a minor infraction turn into such a major confrontation? Chief Adams says he knows why.
But because we are a minority, you know, and nobody speaks up for us.
Chief Adam will get his first day in court July 2nd. David Aiken, Global News, Ottawa.
Systemic racism is an issue right across the country, in all our institutions, including in all our police forces, including in the RCMP. That's what systemic racism is.
The Prime Minister today bluntly stating that systemic racism exists in the RCMP. On the National last night, its commissioner, Brenda Lucki, was less committal, saying it depended on how it's defined. Today, Trudeau insisted he has faith in the work Lucki is doing to combat racism in the force.
What is this?